You're listening to the Jonesy and Amanda podcast.
Late Apple CEO Steve Jobs, the skivvy wearer.
Quirky man.
He was a quirky guy. Invented the Apple, not the apple, the fruit, but the computer.
That Eve bit into, is that how that goes?
You got to get a different charger for every year. But he had a novel way of interviewing subjects when they came to work for him, because no doubt a lot of people would be starstruck when they spoke to Steve Jobs. So to break the trend of interviewees showing up with a memorised list of answers, giving basically scripted responses, he'd say, hey, Dario, let's you and me.
Dario?
I've just made that up.
Yeah.
That's his name. Dario, let's you and me, and we'll go and have a beer and we'll shoot the breeze.
Steve Jobs did.
Yeah,
Because
they go and
apparently
have
he
a
was
beer.
famously socially awkward.
Well, I find
Imagine having a beer with your boss when he's socially awkward already.
in Australia you'll have a beer with anyone. It doesn't matter. Osama bin Laden, sure, mate, let's go have a beer. What's with the turban? Would.
Do I get the job?
I got
Osama,
the
do I
job.
get it?
What do I have to do? It's a good way of doing it, because what would happen, you go for a walk to get the beer. So as you're walking to get the beer, that loosens the subject up a little bit. Also takes away them being starstruck about hanging out with Steve Jobs, because it would be intimidating. He's there in the office with the skivvy.
What if you're not a drinker? What if you're not a beer drinker? What happens then? Because that's, behind the eight ball already.
Then he'd ask them questions, what did you do last summer? Not
You
the
asked
things
him, what did you do last summer? You accusing me of murder? What a weird question. What did you do last summer?
Because what he
Well, on
wanted
the
to do,
first day, I went to the shops.
Steve Jobs would get all the A players together. What he said was, if you get enough A players together, when you go through the incredible job of finding these A players, it's really like working with each other, because they've never had that chance to do before. So you get an A team.
And they do a human pyramid in the office, the foyer.
No, that's 8 is enough.
Oh.
Think of the A team.
Yeah.
Mr. T,
Yeah.
B.A. Baracus is in there. He's the
So
same person.
he has to make sure someone's got the jewellery.
Yeah, you got the face man, you got the